What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to try to predict the review scores for Deathloop. We're just a few weeks away at this point, getting ever so close. There will be additional videos covering this game as the weeks go on, and then when the game comes out, we'll have a whole group of videos right after talking about all the different aspects of it. I'm still excited for this game. I do still have concerns about this game that we've talked about here and there throughout the videos, and I want to look back a little bit at Dishonored and Dishonored 2. I think those are going to be two pretty good games to point at in regards to comparisons with this game, because Deathloop, I mean, they've literally talked about it as a spiritual successor to Dishonored. If you play Dishonored, or even if you didn't play Dishonored, you may or may not know, I didn't even like the Dishonored games, but I 100% understand other people liking them. You can easily tell, okay, this game is very, very similar. So looking at those games to jump right into it, they did really well. Again, like, I understand why these games were successful. I understand why people love them. I just could never really get into them. This is one of the franchises that, for whatever reason, I was just never able to get into. But the first game got, it depends on, I guess, which platform you're looking at, but it got high 8s, low 9s. It got like an 89 to a 91, and then Dishonored 2 kind of settled around an 88. I think a lot of people, at least that I've seen online, really loved the first one, and they still like the second one, but the second one was maybe a bigger drop, or a drop off just in general, from the first. So, am I saying, like, I would say this, okay? Deathloop, if it got that score, that's probably where it should be trying to achieve. Not that, you just want to settle on, like, matching what the past games were able to do, but I would assume that getting in the high 8s or, like, very low 9s would be considered a really, really good success for this game. I could see this game ending up somewhere in, like, the low 8s, though. So I would guess, if I'm giving my prediction, I'm going to kind of go for, like, an 80 to an 83. I feel like there's just a little bit more questions with this game. I think there is a little bit more concern in how is the loop going to work. I know I saw some people say in the comments, like, so basically how the game works is, like, if you die in a level, you get sent back to the beginning, but, like, isn't that just a checkpoint system? Isn't that just what normal games do anyway? I think it's a little bit, to be fair to those people, because I don't think they're all that wrong, to be honest with you, but to be fair to the game, I do think it's a little bit more in-depth than that. Plus, you have the idea that, there's also the assassin trying to take you out. So you're hunting a target, and they're people, and then you're also basically at the same time being hunted, or being, they're trying to stop you. And I like, again, that's a really cool dynamic, and if this game can, can embrace the idea of doing this, again, like, time loop thing, while making it fun, while making it quick. That's the thing that, by the way, the PS5, I think, is really gonna help. It's a small thing, but, like, with Returnal, when you die and you come back literally instantly, again, it may not seem like a big thing, but it really is when you're playing it, because you really don't have to you die, and then you blink your eyes, and then immediately you're back, and you're back in the action. I think for a game like Returnal or Deathloop, because in that way they're kind of the same game, right? I think it works really well. Even like Ghost of Tsushima loaded incredibly well on the PS4. Playing it on the PS5, it loads obviously even faster. It's insane to be able to fast travel and just immediately play the game. And I guess, remember, it's also on PC. It's on PS5 and PC. But I just think a game like this, a game where it kind of is designed where you're going to fail, you're going to learn, you're going to restart, you're going to get better, there's going to be obstacles in your way. Dying and then coming back instantaneously is going to be a really cool thing. So there's obviously big strengths of this game that I think if they're leaned into, and they are very, very positive, I think the game can do very well. I don't know, it just depends on, I guess, how much is actually here. Deathloop, to me, at least to me, doesn't feel like the biggest game of all time. It doesn't feel, I would even say, a game like Returnal, and maybe it's just because we haven't gotten close enough to Deathloop yet, but like Returnal, Ratchet and Clank even, obviously like Demon's Souls back when the PS5 was launching, all that stuff, like those games had a really big push. There seemed to be a lot going on behind them. Deathloop, to me, doesn't feel like it's got that, but again, it could just be because of it right now, and I don't know if that's them being shy, or it is a little bit, I mean, I will give them this, it's in a different situation, because those games came from Sony-owned studios, or studios closely, like close relationship wise with them, like Blue Point. Whereas this obviously comes from Bethesda, which they may have had a good relationship before, but I don't even know what the relationship would be like now, because obviously they're bought by Microsoft. So I do get the kind of like disjointedness, and maybe it is that situation because Microsoft bought them, but it just feels kind of different. It just feels not as anticipated as other games. So, we'll see. I really hope this game is going to do well. Like I said, I think low 8s, probably like an 80 to an 83 is what I'm kind of expecting. I think if we were to get into the 7s or 6s or lower than that, obviously it's going to fail on a lot of different aspects. And if it gets higher than that, then it's going to be, I wouldn't say like a slam dunk success. I think that's going to make a lot of people feel better about this game. Either way, I fully plan on buying it. I fully plan on playing it, even though, as I've said, I don't like Dishonored all that much, but I'm going to give this game a chance just to see maybe if it does something. Or maybe, I've gotten a little bit older. I haven't played Dishonored in many, many years. Maybe now jumping in, I'll like respect it or understand it a little bit more. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What review scores do you think Deathloop is going to get? Are you getting the game? Are you not getting the game? Let me know. Make sure, if you haven't already, you guys are subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter or subscribe to my second channel or support us on Patreon or YouTube memberships, all of those links are in the description below if you guys want to check them out, okay? Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you all on the next video.